That seems to take the curse off it. But you know, it was tough doing that film, but I love doing that film. I mean, talking about who was asking about the film. That, you know, Valkyrie was such a great one too. The oceans were fun, but I wasn't quite in the middle of it. I was on the periphery of it, but still a lot of fun. But Valkyrie, I was more in there, and there's going to be a point where I'm right in somewhere. So I'll just keep hacking my way, and I'm running as fast.
You're quite fiercely anti-war. You work a lot for Amnesty International. You're quite fiercely anti-war. At what point did you go from wanting to be in the army to deciding to kill people?
Well, it depends which war, actually, because World War II, I'm absolutely for World War II. Once Hitler started it, to going and, you know, fighting back on him and stopping that and getting him killed. I was totally into that, and that's what I was doing in Valkyrie as well.
It wasn't really a war before that, it was before
No, well, he was rolling over everyone, because the interesting thing was that if everyone's had World War I and they all thought there's a massive amount of carnage, all the democratic population say we don't want any more of that stuff, then the bloke comes back and says, I want more of that stuff, and I've got this revenge thing because I'm pissed off about what happened in the First World War, and let's all train everyone up. And they obviously trained from 1933 all the way through to 39. I had a practice war down in Spain, and so I've had 6 years of practice, and no wonder they had blitzkrieg. If you have 6 years of practice, anyone could do it. It's not rocket science. You just practice like that, and they ran through everyone, because everyone's going, oh shit, we're not even, you're thinking that way. So, and I would say on Afghanistan, you know how the United Kingdom is now cooling on Afghanistan, but we did think to get the Taliban out was a good idea initially, because what they were doing to women's rights was just how it's what they were doing to people. It was a really weird, extreme reading of Islam, which is not like what I believe Islam is about. I do believe Islam is a very moderate religion, like Christianity should be. And these people who read this religion in an extremist way, I'm dead against. So, how that gets finished, how we keep peace and have peace happening in Afghanistan is an interesting thing. But I do feel that the peacekeepers should be there. And the same in the Balkans. In the Balkans, I'm not there. Iraq is a different thing. I am against dictators running countries. The real politics of it is, like Colonel Gaddafi, Mr. Gaddafi, whatever he is, or Colonel anymore. But that situation, since the Western powers started making peace there, with all those nurses, everyone know about that? There's one doctor, one Bulgarian doctor, and about 20 nurses were up on death charges. Does anyone know about this story? And they sort of got them off. They were going to be murdered for something they didn't do. And there was a whole bunch of stuff and by sort of normalizing relations with Libya, it changed that situation. Is that perfect? No. Like China as well. Is that perfect? No. But I do see, I haven't even got to a final answer where I'm totally worked out exactly how to do something. I'm against all dictators, but what about dictators who are there and then they're actually being more benign now, So you think, I don't quite know how to, I'm being slightly wishy-washy on that. But, so it's not that I'm against all wars, I'm obviously against the wrong wars. And I don't like anyone. How do you get Mugabe out of Zimbabwe without a lot of people dying? Because he carry on just with impunity, going on and on and on and on, doing whatever he wants to do, totally illegally by international law. We should have policemen going in and arresting him, but you can't get that. And if we can answer that question, we'll make it to the end of the 20th century.
There's no oil.
Yeah, that's true.
I find it difficult to kind of differentiate between doing all your work for Amnesty International and just being a funny guy.
No, because Amnesty is something I did, but I'm not a founder member of Amnesty. I wanted Amnesty to be more. I came up with the title "We Know Where You Live," and they said, "Ooh, we can't really go that heavy." So no, I don't find it. I entertain you. It was like politics. I'm very positive about Europe. And I think if we're going to try and make it work for 6.5 billion people in the world, we have to learn to work together. And Europe is really the most advanced at trying to make that happen. It's really difficult and incredibly boring. But that's why I think it's important. So, but here I'm just doing entertaining. And I talk about social politics, historical politics, sexual politics, but I don't go into party politics. I don't kind of pull that out and say, ooh, except I will go off on Mr. Thatcher.
What's your favorite cartoon?
What's my favorite cartoon? What's my favourite cartoon? What, would the Simpsons count now?
No.
Old school? Top Cat. You mean like Top Cat? Yeah, I like Top Cat. What were the other ones? Flintstones I kind of like. I like the opening of the Flintstones, and then they say a lot of weird things to each other, and I like the end of it, where he put the cat out. The cat put him out. So, sorry?
No, sorry, I thought you were done.
No, if you suggest other ones to me, I can
Johnny Bravo.
Yeah?
How have you found it since you've been doing marathons? Has that changed anything for you?
Yeah, that is really weird, because I got up and made a speech at the Labour Party conference on the Olympics, and no one would ever have asked me before that. And as a kid, I loved sport. You know, I loved playing football, and I loved running around. You know, I won the under-11 athletic cup. I shouldn't have done. I was second best, and Nicole Cunningham was ill. Which I actually prayed for.
There is a God.
Well, I know. I was going, dear, please make Nicole Cunningham ill, so I could win. Because I knew she'd already lost to me at the hurdles, which I kept winning. But as soon as she did the 100 yards and 200 yards, she would have murdered me. And
Wearing heels.
was she?
Was you wearing
No, I wasn't telling anyone. I didn't tell anyone until 21, and I didn't go until 23. So, heels, and it doesn't work. But I am going to try the 5 foot. I was doing barefoot running, the vibrant 5-finger shoes. I'm going to try. I'm going to get a pair of those, which is like barefoot running. But I'm trying it around here, and I was going over these knobbly bits. The New York one was easy. I did 11 miles in New York. I did about half a mile here, and I was going. It was 20 miles today.
I saw you back in 1991.
Oh right, yeah.
In London.
Right.
And I laughed and I cried so much. And I've still got that here tonight. Do you still get the same feeling when you go on stage? Back then as you do you get it now as you do back then?
Well, the trick is, people argue I might have lost it. You know, I was trying to work out. What made my best show. You know, what we showed to people, which DVDs people preferred more than the other one. And looking at them, it came out like Definite Article and Dress to Kill came up very high. And I think Script is now coming up very high. And what I did in Script, which I did in Definite Article and Dress to Kill, was I stayed in one place and worked it over and over again before it came out. There was 10 weeks in London for Definite Article, and there was about 2-3 months. I was doing a different show in New York before I changed it, before the one I recorded in San Francisco on Dress to Kill. But I was very static, so I didn't have the energy of touring. Touring's like this week. Tonight we go off tonight, so there's a packing, and there's a thing I was talking about earlier. You put it in the bus. I mean, now I find going in the bus is much better than flying, because flying and the whole thing, and you check it, and they check all your body, and you sit in the thing, and you eat a meal, and you get up, and you get the thing out, and you go to the bar, and the thing, check around, and passport, you go, that gets really tough. But jumping in the bus is much better, so I did all of America in the bus last summer, and I'm doing buses now, and that's more relaxing. You need to have enough